Hello everyone. We are going to discuss a question from IUPAC nomenclature for some organohalogen compounds. This question is an integer-based question. We are given some compounds, some cyclic compounds where we have got the bromine atoms present and there are some alkyl groups, methyl present. There is also one double bond present somewhere. So here are the different molecules which are given to us, and the question is we have to basically name this as per IUPAC nomenclature, and we have to find the locant values for the bromine atoms, and then we have to do addition of the positions. Basically locants of the bromine we have to add, and we have to write our answer as integer. Okay, so what was the concept and what should be the answer? What we are going to do is first we need to revisit the IUPAC nomenclature rules, and among the rules we have learned that carbon-carbon double bond is given preference over any of the halogen, chlorine, bromine, iodine or fluorine, rarely it is present, and as well as all the alkyl groups, methyl, ethyl, propyl, isobutyl, etc. Other than that, nitroso group as well as ether group, they are all going to be present as the substituents. So double bond should be given preference while nomenclature. The second point in the concept is whenever we are having the first group appearing, whenever that is always given preference, whether it is alkyl group or it is halo group. So if you are say naming a double bond, then if from one of the side halogen is coming at the lower locant value, that numbering will be preferred, or if alkyl group is coming onto lower value, then that alkyl given lower locant value, that naming should be preferred. That is the correct naming of the carbon chain. Sometimes it will happen that there is no first point of preference, like either halogen or alkyl group are coming in the lower locant values. Under those conditions, we will be going by alphabetical order, irrespective of whether it is halogen or it is alkyl. So if we follow these 3 points, the names of these compounds are going to be the first compound. Numbering starts from the double bond, and this is your carbon number 1, carbon number 2, so this comes as carbon number 6. So we are keeping the 6 locant value for the first compound. And the second one, again we are starting with the double bond, and this is the double bond, carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. What if we would have done the other way around? Like if we have started, say, this carbon is carbon number 1, carbon number 2, then bromine should have been given the 6 locant. That's not going to be correct because both the methyl are given locant values 1 and 2. Bromine should be getting as lower locant value as possible. So we are going like we have named. The third compound, we are having double bonds, and now we should be thinking of methyl and bromine. What should be given preference? Because we name either way, the methyl and bromine are going to be 1 and 2 positions with double bond given number 1. So this is going to be carbon number 1 because this bromine is going to be given preference over methyl, which starts with M. So here we are having the number 1 as the locant value. Moving further, double bond is always being given number 1. Now here, because double bond is number 1, we should be starting from the methyl is carbon number 1. So this is going to be now carbon number 5. For this one, locant of Br is going to be 5. Next one. Again, double bond is going to be number 1. So now after double bond being named, bromine will try to keep as lower value as 3. So that's going to be the locant value 3. We cannot go the other way around because that way bromine will be getting 6, which is in priority as per alphabetical order over methyl. So giving 3 to methyl and 6 to bromine is going to be incorrect as per rules of the nomenclature. Okay, last compound we are having here where we are having a double bond and then there are bromine. So now we are going for the first point of preference, because if you are going like this 1, 2, then the third atom, the first substituent methyl is going to be on locant number 3. If we are going the other way around, like if we have done the numbering like this, if this was your carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4, the first locant is appearing on carbon number 4, while in the other nomenclature this locant was given as 3 value. So we are going by the first point of preference. So locant value for here is going to be 3. If you add all these 3 numbers, 6 plus 3 plus 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3, we are getting the answer as 23. That was the answer of this question. And here actually students have been doing some mistake because they have been told to follow, there is something what we call as lowest sum rule. Actually, this rule should not be followed as far as possible. We should be going for the preference of the double bond first, then we should be going with the first point of preference, and then we should be giving the preference to the halogen and alkyl, whichever is coming first in the alphabetical order. So say if there was ethyl and fluoro, ethyl we should be giving preference over fluoro as per alphabetical order. That's all this question. I hope you followed this question correctly and you are not committing the mistake of this lowest sum rule as number of students are doing. That's all for now. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.